You're watching Updates. I'm Claire Celdran. A House panel orders the release of Ilocos Norte government employees involved in the alleged misuse of tobacco excise tax. Our correspondent Joyce Ilas joins us from the Batasang Pambansa. Joyce, how long were they detained?
Claire, after 55 days of detention here at the Batasang Pambansa, the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability released the Ilocos 6. This after they started answering the questions fielded by House Majority Leader Rudy Farinas, who also filed the resolution which initiated the investigation we had been having in the past few months and until today. Recall that the 6 were detained here in Batasan, or had been detained here in Batasan since May, because they refused to answer Farinas' questions insofar as the allegedly anomalous procurement of vehicles by the Ilocos Norte government using the tobacco excise tax fund were concerned. Today, Ilocos Norte Governor Amy Marcos attended the hearing, and as of taking the cue from her, they started answering questions from Farinas. They validated the documents Farinas presented, which showed that cash advances were made for the purchase of vehicles. They also confirmed that they paid the vehicles in cash. Now, before the hearing adjourned, the Ilocos 6 were released by the House panel. Farinas, who moved for their detention, apologized to the 6 provincial employees of Ilocos Norte. He explained that that the House panel needed to detain them to preserve the integrity of the lower chamber. Otherwise, resource persons wouldn't take the House of Representatives seriously during congressional probes. Now, once the motion to release them had been approved by the House Committee, Ilocos Norte Governor Amy Marcos approached the 6 employees of the provincial government. Governor Marcos was very emotional. She was teary-eyed as she hugged each of them very tightly. The Ilocos 6 were emotional as well. We saw them crying as they approached the governor and as they left the hearing this afternoon. Claire?
Joyce, what else happened in today's hearing?
Yes, Claire, Ilocos Norte Governor Amy Marcos was actually in the fighting mode as she faced the House panel. Today, she insisted that there was no corruption, no anomaly, no kickbacks made in the purchase of vehicles using the tobacco excise tax fund by her provincial government. She said that the money spent was used to buy vehicles, particularly buses, multi-cabs, and trucks, which were all delivered to farmers and are currently being used by these farmers. She added that the Commission on Audit did not find any adverse finding in the province's transactions, and no notice of disallowance was also issued to prove that there was nothing irregular with the transactions. Now, during the hearing today, the Governor Marcos also apologized to former President Noynoy Aquino and to the Liberal Party and also to the House of Representatives. Recall that she earlier accused so-called yellow forces of paying Congressman 100 million pesos to detain her. Now, during the hearing today, Farinas asked her who told her that such was done or being done. She initially refused to identify the person who informed her such, but then Farinas threatened to cite her in contempt if she does not identify the person. It was then that Marcos decided to retract her statement and apologize to the House of Representatives, to the former President Noynoy Aquino, and to the Liberal Party for dragging their names in such an allegation. Claire?
All right. Joyce Ilas joining us from the House of Representatives. Keep it here on CNN Philippines to get the stories as they happen. I'm Claire Celdran. Global Newsroom comes your way at 3. Good afternoon.